progressing that way. What can you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think this shout out goes to the running backs, the O-line. I think they took a step in the right direction today, and consistency is key. I think they'll keep getting better, like I said, and I'm just really proud of how those guys played.
What sort of strides or improvements have you noticed from Izzy here, I guess both this season, especially over the past few weeks, as his workload's increased a bit?
Yeah, I would just say confidence. I mean, I can just see it in his body language, his demeanor. When he gets the ball, he gets north-south, and he gets a lot of yards for us, and he had a heck of a game today. I think I came out to it at halftime. I told him, this would be a big half for him, and he pulled through, so I'm proud of him.
Jared had a few really big plays today. What can you kind of say about him? Obviously, the big contested catch and the touchdown. What can you say about him in your opinion?
Yeah, a guy that I've had a lot of time with. We spent a lot of time throwing in the offseason. I just think it came to fruition today with all the work we put in. And every week I tell the receivers, you don't know who it's going to be. It's not always going to be Jordan or Tayseer. Some guys are going to have to step up and make a play. And, Jared was that guy this week. He had a great game.
What did you think of the line today?
Great job. Kept me clean. Especially in the run game was, really impressive in the fourth quarter, kind of just taking the whole quarter and running the clock down and kind of taking the win. Any chance of, then coming back out of it. So they had a great game.
What does it say about those guys and really the offense as a whole? The 11-minute or 11.5-minute drive of the game.
Yeah, it felt familiar with the Georgia Tech finish, and I think that's something that those guys just have confidence in. Coach Whip was dialing it up the run game, and Coach Borbs as well, and those guys kind of take it personally and they go out there and play hard. So they definitely took a step in the right direction, and they'll continue that way.
The last two games you kind of had this ability to go and shoot clock, but also be explosive. What does it mean to have those two modes and essentially turn them on and off whenever you want?
Yeah, I mean it's a tough thing, but you have to give the run game a chance. I think for all those things to happen, once in a while, you get the gain of one or two, but then the run starts to pop for more. So that's just how it is in football, and I think. Like I said, I mean, those guys have done a great job of improving off last year, and they'll just continue to get better.
This was your third start here at Virginia Tech. So you finally leave with a W?
Yeah, it feels great. Had this one circled for sure. We had probably one of the worst offensive performances, 2 years ago when we were here. So, it meant a lot to everybody who was here to come in and get a win.
Kenny, we could see the wind blowing like crazy in the press.
Yeah.
I don't know how it felt on the field, but how, if at all, did that play a factor out there today?
No, it definitely did. Just knowing which way I was going, if I had it in my back or if it was in my face. I just wanted to make sure I was throwing tight spirals and kind of driving everything and not leaving anything up in the air too long. But I mean, every throw I could tell that the wind was making the ball dance a little bit. I think our guys had a tough time catching, with how much it was moving. But I think, we battled through the adversity and, we came out and got the win. So.
With the way the defense played today, you guys didn't have to win in a shootout like you've done sometimes this season. Did that help take some pressure off of you, knowing how dominant the defense was?
Absolutely. I mean, those guys had a great game. I was just talking to, Coach Bates and, thanked him for how well those guys played. There goes the win right there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they played great. They gave us confidence. They're going out there and getting 3 and outs. We could play aggressive, and we jumped up on them. And making stops like that in the fourth quarter, we can run the ball and just take the clock. So I think we played great complimentary football today.
Normally you guys have a 24-hour rule. When we talk to Patty, so maybe it's a 12-hour rule. Clemson coming up. How much do you guys look forward to that game?
No, absolutely. I mean, heck of a team. I know everyone's talking like they're not Clemson. I mean, they're so Clemson. They're a great team. So we're going to have our hands full next week.